Hello, everybody, and welcome to NASCAR Sprint Cup Series GarageCam, presented by Mobil 1, live here at Martinsville Speedway. Oh, it's loud, baby. That's because the Sprint Cup Series cars are started up. They're fired up. They're ready to go for practice in about a half an hour from now. And hey, behind us, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series on the track for the first time this weekend. So many people in the NASCAR Camping World Series running for the first time. We're going to have a Camping World Series truck garage cam, the Camping World Truck Series garage cam later on today after Sprint Cup Series garage cam. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner, bringing you some views, some anecdotes, some interviews, all behind the scenes, a streaming live camera here in the NASCAR garage area at Martinsville. Since 1949, we've been racing at this great little paperclip here near Collinsville in Martinsville, Virginia. A beautiful, small little town that has always supported NASCAR racing. Great to see NASCAR here twice a year. Parker Kligerman, the Swan Energy Machine, and Joe Nemechek in this number 66 right here. Let's show you some of the, I don't want to say low rent district, because that's not nice. These teams work their butt off and have been pretty competitive this year. And back in competition this year, for the first time, the number 33, you see Mace Cares on board. The number 33, David Stremme. Good to see David Stremme back behind the wheel of a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock car. He hasn't been sitting at home, folks. He's been racing. And he just won the other week at Carolina Speedway, a big race up there in his dirt modified. David Rudiman back in the number 35 car again this week. Good to see old Beak back behind the wheel. See who the first person in the interactive garage is. First person in the interactive garage today, Carol Hallett. Good morning. Really neat to see that number 99 Fastenal Ford and that back flipping Carl Edwards. And hey, your point leader. We will get to him later on today on NASCAR.com GarageCam. And here's the K-Love car, the number 95 machine of Michael McDowell. And it's very loud here, but we're going to give Michael the mic so we can hear him.
It's loud here.
It's loud. Can you describe Martinsville to a fan that's never been here, how awesome this place is and how tight and confined?
Yeah. It's my favorite racetrack to come to of all time. It's where I made my Cup debut, but more than anything, it's just the best short track racing you can get in the country, and you just can't get away from people. You're always racing somebody, and the atmosphere here is cool. It's loud. It just feels like a short track weekend.
And you know what? You get to sit out here with the crew. You guys aren't in a garage, so it's old school.
Yeah, no hauler. Got all our parts and pieces right there. So if we need to go back to the hauler, we got to make the hike up the hill. But yeah, definitely old school.
And talk to me about this K-Love car here.
Yeah, it's a good car for us. It's the same car we had at Bristol. And we got Triangle office equipment on this weekend, so a lot of cool things happening for us on the 95.
All right, McDowell, have a good day. Michael McDowell, driver of that Triangle office equipment. Hey, there's Chuck Bush. Tablet guy today. You see our Sprint tablet, of course. We'll do the Vanna White here. The Sprint tablet, of course, is what we monitor. The little chat room. If you're new to GarageCam and you're watching this live and not the replay version, you see that little chat room to the right of the video that keeps on moving. That's because there's a lot of movement, a lot of conversation in it. Hop in, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you want to see today on NASCAR.com GarageCam. And you're going to probably ask why we're walking between haulers. The reason we're walking between haulers is this guy, Chris Dilbeck. Today, our Mobil 1 Auto Tech question of the week has to do with brakes. And we're going to ask Mr. Chris Dilbeck here from PFC Brakes. So much talk about brakes here at Martinsville at a short track. Okay, for the fans, how different are they?
It's a huge difference between here and Texas and Atlanta and a lot of the racetracks these guys run. I guess the cookie cutter racetracks where they don't use quite as much brake. They more or less trail brake and just drag it just to set the nose. But here, brakes are everything. What we have here is, you can see this is our super speedway pad. It's a really low bite compound pad, and it's a small, tiny pad. We have our intermediate pad here for, like I said, our Texas and your Atlantas and things like that. And then you have your Martinsville pad.
Wow, that's quite larger.
This is also a much more aggressive compound. Has a lot more bite, and it gives drivers a lot better feel with the pedal. And then also we have the differences in the disc. This is our intermediate style disc for the front.
It's pretty small, pretty
you can see
narrow.
The thickness in this, it's 1.25 inches thick for the intermediate racetracks. And then you go over here and you bump it up to our Martinsville disc.
Let's flip those up so the fans can see.
Stand them up here.
Look at this right here. The difference, the size difference in these. Wow, that's unbelievable. You want to talk about beefy brakes here, but hey, Chris, it's not all about size. It's not just the size that matters. Like these pads right here, you see at Talladega, the small pad, to what we run here at Martinsville, it's much more than that, isn't it?
It's much more than the size of the pad that matters. What we have here is we have a 13 compound. It's a super aggressive compound. You can see where the number's marked on the top right there.
Yeah, right about there, yep.
13 compound, and it's a really, really super aggressive pad.
So that basically means that it's like sandpaper. It's almost prettier.
Yes, it's like sandpaper. You can look at this asphalt here, and you can look at this type of asphalt, and that's more like your Martinsville pad. And you can move over here to this painted asphalt, and that's more like your intermediate, your Texas, and
so
pad
it's a
like
softer
that.
stop at a
It's a
super
little bit
speedway.
more solid pad, but obviously you can't tell by just looking at this material, but that's the difference in the pad compounds.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks for joining us, Chris Dillbeck. That's
Absolutely.
your Mobile One Auto Tech question of the week. And I'll tell you what, there is a lot of size difference when it comes to brakes at Martinsville. Man, that is something else. It's good to get a little hands-on display for y'all. We always try to get a good question for Mobile One Auto Tech question of the week and try to make it interesting for all of you sitting at home and not something that you guys can learn. And that was, I even learned something right there. Let's see if we can get Marcus Ambrose here. Marcus Ambrose is actually right behind us. He's in a conversation. Maybe he breaks free. We could talk to him here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Having some laughs here in the garage. Marcos walking to his car. Well, here is the main street, as we like to call it here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage. Travis Kvapil pulling double duty. There's car owner Frankie Stoddard. This is the number 32 car he owns. Kvapil pulling double duty this weekend, the former Truck Series champion, racing in the Truck Series this weekend. Bobby Bakey putting the rug on us. Nothing to see here. As he gets ready to work on this number 23 Alex Bowman Dr. Pepper ride. Bobby Bakey, good guy. Former crew chief in this series, in his business. He said he's in the witness protection program. Here's the number 40 car, Landon Castle, the Hillman-owned machine. This team right here is really hoping for some luck to turn around. They have had things fall off this car during practice, like at Bristol, wrecking super hard. And I'll tell you what, those practice woes continued last week. Landon Castle in 2 horrific practice accidents. They want to get through practice here at Martinsville and get on to the race. Because Landon Castle's good race car drivers, a good hard-working crew right here, and they definitely don't need that, especially early in the season. Mike Wood, Gilly's gang, would like to see Gilly in the number 38 car. Long John Silver's on board. There it is. There it is, Mike. Here's your favorite car. Your favorite driver. And I think we saw Kvapil over there. See if we can talk to Kvap. Haven't had Kvap on NASCAR.com GarageCam in a while. Get in here and talk to Travis Kvapil. Travis Kvapil, very busy actually, looking over notes. We can't look at those notes, but hey, I'm going to give you the mic, which could be dangerous. But tell the fans what you're looking at right there.
Actually, just looking up our setup sheet. Super secret squirrel stuff there. But now just kind of getting myself familiar with what we got in the car. So when whenever we're fighting, I can talk to Dan about it and kind of know what I'm talking about.
And let me ask you, you're kind of a real veteran now. We were talking the other week. You've hit some milestones recently in NASCAR.
I know, kind of surprised. Last weekend was my 400th National Touring Series start, and 250 on the Cup side. I don't know, I was thinking about that. I mean, it's pretty cool to race 250 Cup races, but I was thinking I'm 0 for 250s. That's not all that spectacular, but hopefully we'll get one of those one day. All
right, Travis Wappel, thanks for joining us. And he doesn't have much gray hair for a guy with that many starts. Here's that number 40 car. Nice little energy drink bottle on the side. Let's roll through this garage area here. You see outside here, it's a little bright. Hold on, here we go. Welcome to Martinsville, folks. That beautiful scoreboard up there, the trailer's parked behind. If you look up top of this hauler, on top of the TBR racing hauler, there's Reed Sorensen. Reed taking in some of the Truck Series practice right now, watching. There's David Reagan's Taco Bell entry. Here's the Swan Racing number 26 of Cole Whitt. There's Cole inside the garage area. Let's see if we can maybe grab Cole for a second. Here is Cole Whitt, driver of the Swan Energy, number 26 here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. See if we can get in here and talk to Cole for a second. What's up, Cole? You're live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Here, I'll give you the mic. Hey, we're at Martinsville. This place is a real equalizer as far as short tracks always seem to be. How much are you looking forward to that this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, I've ran here before, so I know a lot about it. Just trying to stay out of trouble is our big thing. Right now we're trying to gain some points that we've lost, and I thank these guys for all the opportunity they've done for me. It's a lot of hard work, but I look forward to see what we can do here.
So you really like this racetrack or what?
Yeah, I mean, I like all the short tracks just because it gives us a little bit better chance as a small team. We don't have all the opportunities that the big guys do, and it's a lot of fun for us. It's close, it's tight racing, and we get out there and mix it up with them.
All right, Dan M7B says, way to go, Cole Whitt. He wanted to see you today on GarageCam. Have a good day, buddy. Awesome to see you guys interacting and requesting a young man like Cole Whitt. Very talented race car driver, a very humble kid too. If you ask anybody that works on his team, they like working on Cole Whitt's race car. Here's the number 7 car of Michael Annette, the Tommy Baldwin Racing entry. Speaking of a hard-working group of guys, I was just hanging out with Freddie Kraft, spotter on this machine, definite Long Island connection. Tommy Baldwin, the owner of the machine right back there. A fellow Long Islander hiring a Long Island spotter, and the dream team kind of back with Kevin Bono Mannion involved. Bono and Tommy working on modifieds for several years. Used to work on Steve Park's number 8 Sunoco Shiba modified. Little random info for you. Number 78, Martin Truex Jr. Speaking of modifieds, there's your segue, folks. A guy that's won the Turkey Derby up in Wall Stadium, New Jersey, but he's also won here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, number 78 machine. Really trying to get things going with this Denver Mattress team based out of Colorado. Let's show you a new paint scheme. The first new paint scheme we can show you this week. Justin Allgaier's number 51 AccuDoc Solutions machine, sporting the green and black. You saw new paint schemes, I believe it was yesterday they were posted on NASCAR.com. Gotta love that. And then showing you them here on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Let's see if we can talk to Ryan Truex here. Ryan Truex walking down to his car, buddy. It's Martinsville, it's the paperclip. You ready for this physical racing?
I love this place. I've been here in K&N once and a truck, so I got a little bit of experience. Obviously, Cup's different. 500 laps is pretty insane, and we got to make the show first, so practice will be important.
We were talking over there about brakes and how big they are here and whatnot, but how much is it responsible for the driver to save your brakes at a place like this?
It's huge. I mean, 500 laps, like I said, it's a lot of corners to get in and get on the brakes, and it's really easy to burn brakes up on these cars. They're so big and heavy, and I mean, it's one of the best places to pass is just outbraking a guy in the corner. So you definitely have to manage that, and that's something I'll have to look out for sure.
All right, Ryan Truex, thanks for joining us on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Young Ryan Truex. We were just over at Martin Truex's number 78 and then went to another Truex. A lot of segues here so far today. Hey, it's halfway. We're halfway. The flagman here says halfway. See, that's old school. If you know, back in the day at a local short track, you see that flagman really getting into it and giving the halfway. Reed Sorensen, we saw him on top of his hauler, and there he is right now walking by us, watching Truck Series practice. Halfway, you notice the sound on your computer sounds a little clearer. Well, that's because the NASCAR Camping World Series just concluded its practice here at Martinsville. And first on the board, if we look up here, would be last year's winner, Darrell Wallace Jr. Of course, it changed when I went up there, but the number 54 who won here last year, becoming the first African-American to win in a top NASCAR Touring Series since Wendell Scott did, I believe in 1963 at Jacksonville Speedway in Florida. So a great thing right there to see a historical moment here at one of NASCAR's most historical tracks. Here's the GoDaddy machine, and the GoDaddy driver just walked by. Danica Patrick likely going to the back of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series hauler to sign in. And hey, how about this? The STP ride. Beautiful colors this weekend. Of course, the traditional STP look for Eric Amarola, the Kings team. The race sponsor, STP. A lot of people with heavy hearts this weekend, and a lot of prayers being offered up, especially from us here at NASCAR.com, to the Petty family and the First Lady of auto racing, as we like to call her, Linda Petty, her passing this week. Very tough times for the racing community between them and also the Waltrip family mourning a loss, and John Roberts, the loss of his father. So a lot of heavy hearts here this weekend. We're going short track racing, and we're going to do it like we do every week, but a lot of people with some different things on their mind. Shoal Creek, I bet you passed the number 4 car. No, we didn't. We didn't. But we're going to show you Danica Patrick here walking into the garage here. What's up, Danica? Stopping to talk with Rusty here before she gets into her car. And we didn't, Shoal Creek, pass that number 4 car. There is the Kevin Harvick Brew Crew machine, the number 4 Budweiser Monte Carlo. Ronnie Childers in this team. Did I say Monte Carlo? Yes, I did. Chevrolet SS. I noticed Chuck Bush looking at me. Next thing you know, I'm going to say like call a Ford driver has a Torino. The number 41 right here of Kurt Busch, having some fun here at NASCAR.com GarageCam. Always do. And there is Kevin Harvick walking to his car right now. A little jacket on, because it's a little chilly here in Martinsville. I'll show you this number 4 machine right here. All right, and here is Kevin Harvick, the number 4 driver right here. But I heard you have some special guests coming later Sunday. Why don't you tell the fans of NASCAR.com GarageCam what you got going on?
Yeah, we've got some of the guys that helped keep our house from burning down this winter from the Oak Ridge Fire Department and a couple of the surrounding fire departments coming to the racetrack. So kind of cool that they're able to come out to the track this weekend.
Get to pay them back. That's kind of a nice thing.
Yeah,
So.
Well, it's hard to pay any of our public service back, but they definitely kept our house from being in big trouble.
All right, Martinsville, you're rocking and rolling always here in the Truck Series. Actually, you have the most wins of anybody here in the Truck Series. I think tied with Setzer. But here in the Cup car, you want to get that big win in the Budweiser number 4?
Yeah, you know, we've run really well the last few weeks. Just got to keep it rolling.
You got it, bud. Thank you very much. Kevin Harvick, the driver of the Budweiser number 4. And here's the number 41 of Kurt Busch. We just showed you that machine. And the number 15 right here of Clint Boyer. Something very special on the side of this race car in honor of Bobby Waltrip, who we lost this week. Timothy Beck, please show the number 15 of Clint Boyer and tell him I said good luck on Sunday. Well, it looks like we're going to have really good weather on Sunday. really good weather on Sunday. Well, today, they're expecting some showers to come in. But you know what? They haven't showed up yet. Initially, it looked like we were going to have showers by now. But guess what? Mother Nature has its way of being predicted by these weather people and then not living up to their prediction. Here is A.J. Allmendinger strapping into the number 47 right here. The Biff, Greg Biffle. Here's the Ambrose bunch, Marcus Ambrose. I saw some of these guys and some of the 43 guys downing some hot dogs here at Martinsville. Of course, the famed Martinsville hot dog, and being named the STP dog. Actually, it's the STP style is when you order them fully loaded. Pretty kind of cool to see. Pretty cool thing to see that. Tigra, we made it, and we could, if we could see Kevin and Jeff and Casey, for all my friends that came out here from California, that is Tigra. She is here, I have been informed, at the racetrack. Great to see some of our GarageCam fans get out of their living room, their offices, behind their desk, and get out here to a NASCAR event. That is awesome. You need to do that because NASCAR is definitely something best experienced. It's great to see it on TV, but best experienced in person. You see Casey Mears here strapping in to the number 13 car, giving you all a wave. 10 minutes to go on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Tony Stewart. Man, Tony Stewart is early. We'll talk about the early bird getting the worm. There is Tony Stewart in the Mobile 1. Code 3 Associates machine strapped into his car. What a great run for Tony Stewart last week at California. Sometimes running well is the best medicine for any race car driver, and Tony Stewart and that team definitely needing that run in California. Great to see this hard-working bunch here at Stewart Haas Racing have some success. There's the number 42 of Kyle Larson strapping into his machine. Mitch, show the number 42 target car and Kyle Larson, please. Well, there is Larson. Getting ready to go out for practice. Practice in about 12 minutes here for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Daniel Alfredsson from Sweden. Are you the hockey player? That's what I want to know. And I want to see Ricky Stenhouse. Man, a request in from Sweden to see Ricky Stenhouse. Did you know you had so many Swedish race fans, Ricky Stenhouse?
I've met a few people from Sweden, but I didn't know that they were race fans, so that's cool.
That's cool. I mean,
appreciate them watching.
Worldwide, Ricky Stenhouse.
I don't know my time frame, but it can't be during the day over there, is it?
No, I think it's at night over there.
Thanks for watching.
All right, Ricky Stenhouse strapping into this race car here for some short tracking at Martinsville. A lot of people look forward to this place. What about you?
I'm looking forward to getting better. I've only came here twice last year, and definitely have some room for improvement. So we're excited and see what we can do here. But being from Mississippi, it's cool having fans from Sweden.
From Sweden, that's
pretty cool.
All right, Ricky Stenhouse getting to work there in the number 17. Thanks for joining us, Ricky. Paul Menard, the number 27 right here. Brand new daddy. Paul Menard strapping in here. Some great news. And there's Mason Jennings. Hi, Mason.
Hey, guys.
Tire specialist on the number 27. Here is the Aaron's Dream Machine. Brian Vickers ride. Strolling you through here because I'll tell you what, most of these drivers are already strapped into their race cars, including Jamie Mack, the number 1 McDonald's entry, and Joey Logano getting tickled. That's a first on GarageCam. There's Joey Logano in his race car waving hi to you guys back at home. The Austin Dillon, number 3. This will be the first time for Austin Dillon here in the Cup Series. Remember, folks, yeah, he didn't run nationwide here, but he has experience here at the Paperclip. That experience coming behind the wheel of a NASCAR Camping World truck. The number 31 of Ryan Newman just a few years ago, he was in victory lane here. Can he do it again? Conan Byrne. Hey, Matt, I'm new to GarageCam. Well, welcome. I would like to see the number 18 of Kyle Busch, please and thank you. And P.S., love what you guys do. Keep up the good work. Connor Bunn. That's awesome, Connor. Welcome to GarageCam. We're definitely a different show. You never know what you're going to see. Sometimes it's slow paced, sometimes it's fast paced, sometimes we talk to 8 drivers, sometimes we talk to 2, sometimes we talk to 20. And sometimes it gets bizarre. You never know what you're going to see on Mobile One GarageCam, including this number 48 machine. Oh, he's strapped in, ready to go. The visor is down. Jimmy Johnson is ready to do business, pulling the belts tight inside that number 48. Social media specialist right here, Tiffany Daniels. Well, here's the guy everybody's been talking about, of course, missing the race last week in Fontana. Some complications, originally thought to be sinus related, but I gather it appears now he had a metal flake in his eye. Definitely not a very comfortable feeling, especially when you're going to be in a race car going 200-something miles per hour into the corners there in Fontana. So good to see Denny Hamlin back. This team, of course, wanting their race car driver behind the wheel of the number 11. Of course, Sam Hornish Jr. filled in last minute for this team and did a mighty good job. Here's the number 20 car of Matt Kenseth. Jason Shapiro right here, the boss. Notice something here that we'll point out to you as we pass Matt Kenseth's car and look at Brad Keselowski's number 2 car. You notice with the new rules package, we've all been slammed down to the ground. We still are pretty low, but Martinsville, you won't see these cars as low as you normally do. Everybody pretty much runs a very soft setup or a coil-bound setup in the front of these cars, so you'll see a lot of travel in the front of these machines. There is the number 24 car. Lane 71, please go to Jeff Gordon, the number 24 soon. Not often I get Fridays off to watch this show anymore. Well, guess what? We're glad that you're spending your Friday day off with us here at NASCAR.com. Jeff Gordon, winner of 8 races here at Martinsville at the Paperclip. The guy who's won the most races, Richard Petty. 15 races, but 15 races of 67. Jeff Gordon only has 42 starts here. Tammy Thompson, Daniel, stuck at work. The only thing that will make my day better is seeing Dale Jr. Well, there is Dale Jr.'s machine, the number 88. We talk about Jeff Gordon's percentage here. Jeff Gordon winning 19% of his races. Yeah, 8 out of 42. Better than the King. That's, well, not percentage-wise, but Jimmy Johnson also tied as far as active race winners here with 8 wins, but his 8 come up out of 24. So you're talking about Jimmy Johnson with a 33% winning percentage and the King 22. Here is, with 2 minutes to go here on NASCAR.com GarageCam, here is a guy that wants to get a win this weekend. You notice he's in the lead stall this week. It took us longest to get right here to Carl Edwards. That's because he's in the point lead. Pointing the finger at the car to you guys on GarageCam. He leads the troops here out of the garage area. The tight confines of Martinsville Speedway are about to get tighter and louder. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series about to hit the track here at Martinsville Speedway since 1949. We've been racing here. Red Byron with the first win here. Curtis Turner with the first pole. Curtis Turner, I believe, won the second year as well. So many people have won here. Darrell Waltrip, 11 times. A historic oval that has hosted some of the most epic battles of all time in NASCAR. And these cars are hitting the track right now. We're going to give you one last look at all of them rolling off here so you can turn up your speakers. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.